The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at talkrealsolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of talkrealsolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not talkrealsolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
In the world where there's crime, corruption, violence, murder, rape, theft, and all forms of atrocities that plague the world in which we live in today, witnessing, we are living in a state of chaos, and it takes a greater or more extreme chaos to restore the order which the world we live in today. What's good, guys? It's been a while since I've been on here, over here on this side of the internet, social media, YouTube side of things. I am Chaos Rain here, the one and only, and today, oh yes, we got something for you. I got my good friend again, Sankofa, here. And the title, What is a Woman Really? Is the title of the show featuring I'm sorry. It's titled Dealing with Sankofa. So no further ado, Sankofa, press 1 or star 1, whatever you want to call it, to see you on the board. Press star something. I think that's how you do it again. I don't know if it works. Star 1. I mean, £1 or something. All right, I forgot what it is. All right, I'll open your live. Sankofa, you there? Sankofa? Hello? Sankofa? Sankofa? Damn. Let me see what's going on here in the room. I don't know if he mute. I'm not sure if he's mute himself. Sankofa? Well, as he waits, let me do my little rant a little bit. Besides the title at hand, which as you know, the election has come and gone, right? And I'd not say I told y'all so, but I already had knowing that the Trump was going to win the election. Hold on a second. Can you hear me? Now I said cover. The music's supposed to stop. That was the intros. We did not just go in. Hello. I mute your mic, Sankofa. No, I open your mic. You should be able to talk. Yeah, call back and press wherever. Yeah, please do that. As you get there, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, particularly the Chaos Rain Show. But Trump won. A lot of people got in their feelings. A lot of black people, especially black women, which I was very shocked and very disappointed personally, because all black people, men and women of ages, voted for Kamala Harris so she could possibly win her bid as the official president of the United States. I think I pressed star 1 or something. Yeah. There you go. So before I open his mic, my thing is this. You guys got to get out your feelings when it comes to president. You know what I'm saying? All right. You there, Seko?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah. Let me finish this. So personally, y'all black, we gotta get over it at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? We got a new president, and it's gonna be very interesting 4 years with this president. But on that, let's move forward ahead. What's good, Sankofa? How you doing, bro?
What's good, man? What's good? Peace and blessings to everybody.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? The Tyrone
Yeah.
Thompson team. You know what I'm saying? Big G, aka Chaos Reign. You know
Peyton,
what I'm saying? Peace
these
and
aren't
blessings to
just for
everybody in the
you.
YouTube
Please don't eat
world.
them all.
You know, peace and
Right.
blessings to all my melanated people, whether you for it or against it. You know what I'm saying? My
Mhm.
friend, I am totally against this delusional mindset that has been pushed onto our youngsters. And even some of us millennials and Gen X, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's crazy that we have to have this debate. And I had to call this out because as a black man that works in law enforcement, my job was threatened only because I refused to live in delusion. The other day at work, this transgender man walks in, and the guy that knew he was transgender, he walked in before him. So
Okay.
the transgender woman got upset, said, "You supposed to open the door for a lady." He looked at her and like looked her up and down, and he didn't say nothing. So she said it. So he said it again. I said, "Hey, look, man, we ain't with all that stuff here." I said, "He obviously didn't know you was a woman, which you're not a woman. You're a man. I am definitely a man. I'm definitely a woman. You, this is how I feel." I said, "See." I said, "That's the problem. You feel like you're a woman, but you're not actually a woman. I'm going to go to your chief and your captain about this." I said, "All right, man, have a good day." So
Mhm.
I get on tag. I get on tag, and I'm talking to the girls actually that I asked to call in. You know, I don't know if they're there. I don't know if they called in because I just went back on tag and said, "Hey, I'm live now. You want to call in?" You know, somebody in the comments asked, what is a woman?" You know, and she basically said a woman that identifies as a woman. I said, "Well, hold on, I disagree because just because you identify as something don't mean that you are what you identify as." You know what I'm saying? And she got
Okay.
upset. I need to get my head on my ass. No, they just basically want all these shame and insult, guilt, custody to be right. Same thing with the shaming tactics, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the dating market. So I started explaining to them. I said, what if I want to be Chinese, trapped in this black man's body? Would they be disrespectful to Chinese people? And she's like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
race and gender is two different things." I said, "No, it's really not because I'm dealing with biology. I am biologically black." Her argument was, "Well, what if you?" No, her thing was like, "I need to be respectful, right?" I said, "Well, I can't
Mhm.
respect somebody when they're trying to identify something that they're not, especially when it comes to women, because you basically these guys, these men are basically reducing women to a costume. They're reducing womanhood to a costume, and I don't see how any biological woman can be okay with that. They even got a thing called cisgender. No, they're women. There's no such thing as a cisgender. That's made up shit. You know what I'm saying? And it boggles my
Mhm.
mind how some women are okay with this. Now they start ranting on about, well, what's them? Well, they don't cost you nothing to be respectful. I said, well, they're not respecting me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you're saying that you're gonna call my chief, to get me fired, that's affecting me because I don't agree with your delusion. You wouldn't agree if I said I'm a white man and wear a cardigan sweater and walk into the bank and say I need a bank loan because I identify as a white man with good credit. You think I'm gonna get a loan? No. That's just like a white person walk around with black faces. Does it make them black? And they say, well, that's not the same. It is the same because if you look at evolution, you look at how race, our race is totally different. You know what I'm saying? And skin is biologically apt. You know what I'm saying? To genetics. So just like women and men are genetically who they are. Like
Mhm.
I don't see why they want to use science in one way, they use feelings in another. I said, look, I don't go by feelings. I don't care what they feel like because if I hope they come on the show because I got something for them. All right, let's do some vocabulary, people. What is a phobia? Anybody know what a phobia is? Vocabulary word phobia.
Mhm.
Let's go to the definition. All right, a phobia is an extreme. It's a noun. It's a noun. An extreme or irrational fear or adverse aversion of something or something. Yeah, he had a phobia of being underwater. Now, what is the component of phobia? Is fear. What is fear?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something basically that, you're afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when they say you're transphobic, so they're basically saying that we're scared of people that are different. We're scared of trans people. See, I don't see how they can equate a phobia to something that we disagree with. So I guess in their mind, a fear means you're prejudiced or you're in disagreement. And then their argument will be, well, why are you trying to break down definitions and stuff? I said the same way y'all are trying to say a man is a woman or a man can be a woman. I challenge any woman that disagrees with me to come on to the show and challenge me on that. Because my idea of a woman, I can describe a woman without using the word woman. It's an adult female with ovaries that has a slit that gives birth. She does not have a Johnson. She wasn't born with one. She has breasts, and she can give milk. That's to me what a woman is, without using the word woman. I don't go for that. Oh, just because they identify as something. So when you use things like race to identify, or even species, can I identify as, like I said earlier, as a Ninja Turtle? Can I identify walk around as a turtle? I put a turtle suit on, so I walk around looking like Raphael with thighs in my hip, and I say, I'm a Ninja Turtle. You must call me Raphael. People gonna look at me stupid. They're gonna say, well, why y'all not affirming me? And then you got these people, these doctors, these pseudo doctors that are saying that gender, a child knows what they are prior to being born, or they know their gender. I said, how the hell do you know that? How do you know that they know that? I don't remember being a baby. So how are these doctors coming out saying when babies come out, they already know what sex they are? No, they don't. And I would challenge a doctor that do this gender affirmation shit to come on here and challenge me. Now, let's talk about some transgenders that regret that has detransitioned. And I got some stories here in front of me. You got Darius, I don't want to butcher this, Shlora. This person detransitioned due to the side effects of hormones discomfort with being visibly transgender and uncertain about taking hormones indefinitely. So you have to chemically change your biology. Basically, you're getting elective surgery to look like something that you're not biologically. If you are really a woman, you should know exactly what a woman feels like, because a man cannot give birth. I have never heard of a man giving birth. I have never heard of a woman being born with a penis. I have never heard of a man being able to breastfeed. This is some delusional BS that's being pushed by these elites and the Democratic Party, which is for abortions and all this other stuff. And me and my old lady, we disagree about that. But the fact of the matter is, why do you need to change, and why do you want everybody to conform to your delusion to make you feel comfortable? Also, I asked the chick, I said, hey, are you okay with men, transgender men, being in women's sports? She said, no. I said, why? She said, because that's not right. Why is it not right if they identify as a woman, according to you? There's an MMA, I forgot her name, but she said she'd never been hit so hard. She had to quit in the second round because she fought a transgender in MMA. She said she never been hit so hard in her life. See, this is the thing. Our wrists are bigger. Our throat is 40% bigger. Our voices are deeper. You know what I'm saying? We're maybe 10 to 20 times stronger than a woman. And for them to even say, I need to chill out on that. And I said, well, what if your daughter goes into a bathroom and this man that says he identifies as a woman, would you go in there after him or go in there and get your daughter? She said, yes. I said, see, that's the contradictory right there. You're contradicting yourself. You know what I'm saying? How can you say, I need to chill out on there, but if a man goes in a woman's bathroom and you say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I identify as a woman. Your little girl's in there. You're going to be okay with that? You said no. You got to make up your mind here. You can't just say you agree with it, but then don't agree with it at the same time. That's a contradiction. That's a contradiction of it. And then,
Mm-hmm.
it's sad how some of these parents, it's really some of these schools that are teaching you can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be to yourself. And my idea of being what you want to be from the '90s, because I'm '80s born, but '90s raised. When they say be what you want to be, that means be what you want to be in life, as far as like what you want to do with your life, like a good job, you can do acting, whatever. They never taught us that you can be a woman if you're a boy. That actually was looked down upon back in the '90s, early '90s. It's been looked down on since I've been alive. But now, ever since this 2024 shit, done that thing just flipped. It's like during a Twilight Zone or something. Like, what the hell is going on? These dudes masquerading as women, they're reducing womanhood to a fucking costume, and I don't get for the life of me why these women are okay with it. Why some of these women are okay with it. Now I know like women like Candace Owens, they're not okay with it. Charlie Kirk I've seen Charlie Kirk debate
Mm-hmm.
these simp men over this stuff, and it's sad that you got men that agree with it. To me, and I know it's gonna sound like an insult, but I think some of the men are gay, you know, that agree with this shit because they secretly have homosexual tendencies and they're okay with men being women. So if they get with a woman, if they get with a a transgender woman, then they're not considered gay. I don't know if you've seen Adam 22, where this guy said, "Yeah, I give fellatio to my girlfriend, even though she has a penis." He said, "I'm not gay. I'm not." I said, "Yes, you are, bro. You are. You are. You're homosexual if you're giving head to a transgender man. That's still a man. I'm sorry. I don't know what world, what planet you live on, but that's homosexuality right there. And chaos, man, is we got to bring some order to this chaos, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we have any callers, man? I'm ready to take calls, man. If you got any.
No,
If not, then
no,
I'll just
yeah,
continue with these.
you just continue. Anybody raise their hand, I'll let you know. All right.
All right, bet. All right, so we have Matthew Donovan. This person be transitioned into the community rejection, economic insecurity, and realization they were non-binary. See, just because you transition to feel like something, you still gonna have you still gonna have that mental health. You know what I'm saying? Max Robinson. This person detransitioned after experiencing escalation of mental health issues, including anxiety and depression, within a year of having breast reduction surgery. Some researchers suggest that transgender people experience low level of regret due to the thought process they go through before receiving gender affirmation surgery. This process includes waiting periods, hormone therapy, and learn about this more potential risks and benefits of the procedure. Now, some of these doctors that are doing this, they need their license revoked. And I'm saying this publicly. If you're a doctor listening to this YouTube channel, you need your license revoked if you do this gender affirmation surgery. Because these hormones like luprin and all that, those are very dangerous hormones to give a girl. They're gonna have enlarged heart, okay? Blood clot. All those things are linked to these side effects. We have a Miss Cole that says after living as a transgender boy for years and getting masculopathy, masculopathy, something like that, at 15, says she felt stiff, stiff by a male identity, stifled. I need my glasses. I don't know why they want them today. Stifled by a male identity and distraught by her body changes. She decided to detransition, returning to her female identity. So this goes to show when you have stories like this goes to show that it is a delusion. It is a mental illness. For you transgender people that are listening to me, I'm not here to attack you. This TRS is not here to attack you. You know, this is me talking. This is not TRS, but this is me talking. This is Sankofa talking. This is not chaos talking. This is me talking. You need to go get mental help, okay? Go to counseling, okay? Because you taking these hormones, you're taking this experiment, these luprin and all that stuff that they're doing are experimental drugs that just came out maybe a few years ago. And it goes the same thing with women getting BBL. Nobody's telling you to do that. And there's been a lot of stories where women have died from getting a BBL because they're trying to appease society. Men are not after women with BBLs. We don't want that. What a man will sleep with and what a man will marry is two different things. So a woman getting a BBL, you're not marriage material. Okay? So, and then the thing with the transgender men, why are you transitioning to a woman in the first place? Is because life is hard as a man and you feel like life is easier being a woman? That's my belief. That's one of the things I get. A lot of these men won't say they want to be women and try to get a man so they can get taken care of. Because life is hard being a man. That's the beauty of being a man. Going through hard times, overcoming adversity. But no, these men want to take the easy way out. Hey, Chaos, let me ask you a question. Have you heard about this guy that identified as a woman just to get locked up in female prison so he can? He was a rapist. He was an SA guy, and they let him do that. Yes, y'all can look this up. You think I'm bullshitting? Y'all can look this shit up. This man identifies as a woman just so he can go to a female prison, and they allow this. See, this is why when I was talking to that chick on tag or whatever, this is why it affects humanity, because they're forced to not live in a reality. This man did not have any gender affirmation surgery at all. He's a regular looking man that he's a woman, and they still let him go to female prison. And he was an essay artist. He was a grapist. And they still let him do it. See? And I'm like, and when I told them that, they totally ignored that. They totally ignored that, man. That's because they're stifled by fear. I'm not stifled by fear. I'm very secure within myself. I'm very secure within my job. I know I'm a good officer. Okay? And I treat people fairly. But you're not going to make this officer call you a woman when I know the hell you're a man. And you're not going to tell me, if I arrest you and take you downtown, you're not going to say, well, you got to put me in there with the females. No. Not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. You got all these people saying that they regret this stuff. You know, detransitioning and stuff like that. It is a mental disorder. There's a mental disorder, man. And it's sad that you have to debate what is a woman and what is a man. And I called this show. I called to do this show thinking that they're going to show up, but I bet that they're scared. Because I was in their live where they can mute me, kick me out or whatever. I said, no, come on my territory. I'm going to kick you out. And when I went back in the tag, I couldn't hear him because I was still on the phone. I said, I'm live right now. Y'all come on, call in. And you could just hear her shaking her neck, shaking her neck. I wonder why you're single. And you know, Chaos, man, what's so funny, man? Women will insult a man by calling him gay. They will insult straight men by calling them gay. But most of their friends and hairdressers are gay. So
makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So do you support it or not? Because why would you call a straight man gay and you hang out with gay people and you're defending men turning into women? But I'm supposed to be gay because I don't agree with you. You want to insult a straight man with a wife and kids? You're going to call me gay because I don't agree with you. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. And yeah, man, like I said, it's a delusion. I mean, you know, and I don't mean to rag on Christianity because I know this show was kind of like that in the beginning, but you know, with Candace Owens, I mean, I love Candace Owens, I love Charlie Kirk, I love Ben Shapiro, I love all them guys, all of them. They're Christians, right? And my problem with Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro and all them, it's funny how they want to use science and biology to say you're not a woman if you're a man, but when it comes to their religion, they don't do any extensive research on that. And my thing, as a conservative atheist, I'm going to be conservative across the board. I'm not going to say, well, science works this way, but not with my God. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, you know. And I know Candace Owens, and I would like for her to come on to the show as well, if I can ever get her. But yeah, I fight on the side of right. You know what I'm saying? I fight on the side of right. This leftist movement, feminism, all this other stuff, it's breaking down the nuclear family. And for these doctors that are affirming these surgeries, don't realize that they're really hurting society, and they're hurting the people that they do these surgeries on. Because say for instance, a man wants to have a vagina or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can say that right. Vagina. Um, they have to have I heard that they have to have an inserter to like keep that womb open. And a lot of people that do that, they said that's very painful. That's very painful. Chopping off a man's penis and then cutting the slit and putting a vaginal holder in there to keep it open. It's mind-boggling to me. You want to go through this type of pain? You want to get ass surgery, you want to get all this other stuff just to prove that you're a woman? Man, chaos. Man, I think we went through a time. I think we went through a time warp. We're in the twilight zone. I don't know. I think this is the alternate reality because I always hear it, man. The year 2000, man, back when the 21st century hit. It's like when I woke up the next day, January 1st of year 2000. I'm 15 years old, gonna be 16. It did feel different. It felt different. It's like the good old days is gone. Now we're in 2000. Now we're in a world where it's okay to be delusion, where reality can be negotiated. Like they're trying to negotiate reality with me, and common sense is no longer common anymore. I just don't understand how it happened, man. The nuclear family has really been destroyed. And I know Tyrone can remember this, you can remember this. ABC, everybody that comes on can remember this. We had nuclear families. There was no transgender. Now we had some homosexual people, like my little brother, he's gay. I'm okay with him being gay. Okay, cool. But my brother ain't trying to be no woman. My little brother ain't trying to be cutting his penis off and say, I'm a woman now. What the fuck? Like, dude, no, you're not. Nigga, I changed your diapers, bro. You are not a woman, man. But my brother, even though my brother's homosexual, and I love him dearly, he even said that he disagrees with the whole transgender thing. He even said that he don't understand. He has the same viewpoints on that. He don't understand how biological women, can be okay with it. Be okay with men going into female bathrooms. Be okay with men competing in women's sports because they couldn't make it in a real men's sport, so they have to transition to a woman in order to break records and get gold. That's unfair to women. Women say they want rights, right? By allowing this to happen, violates women's rights. And even though I'm on the side of women today, women that are feminists, that are against men, that don't like men, they will still say, I'm a bigot, I'm a misogynist. No, the real misogynists are the ones that's trying to be women. Those are the real misogynists. Those are the ones invading your bathrooms and locker rooms. Those are the ones that's invading your sports and your spaces. These dudes say that they're a woman and they still got a pole, not a hole, and y'all are okay with this? I'm not a misogynist. I'm on your side, but y'all not even on your own side. And how it affects me, if I know it affects me, it's affecting everybody else. But some people are just too scared to talk about it. Some people think, man, I don't want no trouble, man. I don't want to be there, man. I don't want to get fired, man. I don't want my woman to not to like me. Man, know the fuck what? Put a helmet on. We're in the real world. We're in the fucking real world. And I don't understand why some people will not touch this subject. And it's crazy that we have to debate this. That's why I said, the only reason why I call to do this show is to challenge those two women. Because I know why they're not going to show up. Because they are disrespectful. They do a lot of insulting. That's why they won't show up. And not one, I did not call them out their name. When I was on their show, I didn't call them out their name. I didn't disrespect them in any way. I stayed calm. They're very masculine women. And they're both single. They're undesirable. But they got their own little podcast. But they won't come over here to TRS and debate me. I said y'all can do 2 against 1. 2 against 1. Hmm. Anyways, man, because I have daughters, man, and my daughter is not gonna. Say my daughter decides to compete in women's wrestling. My daughter will not be wrestling a transgender boy. I'm sorry, my daughter can't do that. And also, why do we have men and women sports? Why do we have men and women sports? That's the question they need to ask. I mean, if women are equal to men, they should be able to play in the NBA like us, or in the NFL like us. Why is there a distinction between men and women's sports? Because they know men are biologically stronger, faster, you know what I'm saying, and more agile and volatile when it comes to sports. You know, I was watching a debate here in Texas with Ted Cruz asking these teachers and judges what is a woman, and I love how these leftists don't like to answer questions. They will always dance around a question. They cannot answer a simple question, and they want to divert to their feelings instead of the facts. And I hate when people say, "Well, everybody got their own opinion." Well, it's not a fact that men and women are different. I mean, it's a fact that it's not an opinion that men and women are different. It's a fact that we're different from women. One has a pole, one has a hole. You know, one has breasts, one don't. I mean, we have breasts, but it's not like, women's breasts. You know what I'm saying? One has testosterone, more testosterone, one has more estrogen. One has a Y chromosome, XY chromosome, one has an XX chromosome. Um, just simple biology, man. Just simple biology. And I know I'm stepping on some toes out there. Y'all know Sankofa is going to be stepping on people's toes, but that's why I challenge people. If I'm stepping on your toes, it means the truth hurts. And not once have anybody been able to debate me on here and win. I'm confident to say that, and I'm confident to say that tonight. If I have those callers calling, I'm very confident in that. So, I mean, we gotta do something about this. And Tyrone said earlier backstage that this whole genie done got out the bottle, and it might not be irreversible. And he might be right, but at the same time, I'm not going to conform to delusion. I'm not conforming to nobody's delusion because it hurt their feelings. I'm not here for nobody's feelings. I'm here for everybody's facts. You changing yourself to be something that you're not does not make you who you are in reality. And like I said, I read a few stories of detransitioning men that detransition because of the mental health, the physical health, that aspects of it, the emotional health of it. It's like they have these feelings at a young age, and then you got these school teachers who need to be fired that agree with this. They need to be fucking fired because you're telling a 12-year-old girl or a 12-year-old boy that it's okay to feel like you're a girl. Talk to your parents about it. And sometimes these schools don't even talk to them about it. They will turn some of these kids against their parents, tell them that it's not safe to tell their parents. They need to just do it anyway. Now you're separating. Now you're trying to divide a wedge between a child and their parents by telling them that it's okay and they should feel how they feel. And it's killing the nuclear family. Because me as a parent with daughters, my daughter, but if my daughter comes to me, if one of my daughters comes to me and says, "Dad, I feel like I'm a boy," I said, "Well, how does a boy feel?" You got to basically let me know how you feel as a boy, because you're not a boy. You don't have anything boyish about you.
Hmm.
So it's a disorder, a mental disorder that needs to be addressed, not with fucking hormones, not with reassignment surgery, but with counseling, therapy. And you're poisoning these people with these lip injections, butt injections. Nobody's doing the research on it. These doctors will tell you anything just to get a check from you. Hell, if I was a doctor and I wasn't on the side, and if I was a leftist, hell yeah, I would use that just to make money. Oh no, Lupin's okay. No, you're not gonna have any side effects. Yeah, come on, I'll do your surgery for you. Yeah, I'm well versed in plastic surgery. If I was on the left and didn't care about nobody, like some of these doctors don't, they just want to get paid, I would do the same thing. A lot of these doctors are getting rich off of people's ignorance, off of people's delusion, off of people's emotions. They're getting rich off of this. And I don't understand why ain't nobody stepping out. So yeah, man.
Make sure you guys like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Hold on. I don't know why the hell the switchboard keeps acting up again, man. God damn it. Let me use my computer. I hate this. This should not be doing system. Where is it? Let me see if this works better. Yeah, this one's working fine. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
You
you.
hear me now? Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
off my desktop. For some reason, the internet's not functioning right now. With I don't know why, but anyway, I'm back on. I had to go on the laptop to fix the problem. Let's see if anybody has raised their hand. No one has questions. Oh, no one has questions yet. I see some people filling up in the slot. So I guess they're not disagreeing with you right now, Sankofa, and what you're saying. One question I want to ask Sankofa. Because I think you said you have a relative that might be, funny, man, like could be gay, right? Do you think his humanity? Have you looked what?
Yes, I was just saying yes. I do have a brother that's homosexual.
Okay, he's still around, still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah,
Okay.
he went through depression.
Question. Your relative that is gay, right? Has he ever tried to interact or be in a relationship with a person that straight up changed his gender, like a tranny?
No, my brother disagrees with that. I told you that. I said in my sermon. Huh?
Why is that?
That's because number one, he's an '80s baby. He's an '80s baby as well, and he knows that there's differences between man and woman. And even if the one man was to transition to a woman, he's not attracted to women. So that's my brother's take on that. He knows that biologically these men are not women. And number two, he's not attracted to women. So even if a guy dresses up like a woman, get the job, get the affirmation surgery, or whatever they call it, my brother still wouldn't be attracted to it, even if he knows that he's a biological man.
Okay. So,
and I know.
Oh. No, go ahead, finish.
No, I won't say, and I know that sounds contradictory, but at the same time, what my brother sees, he would still see that person as a woman because of the attributes, you know what I'm saying, which is the breast, the characteristics and the attributes will come off as a woman. My brother does not want somebody that even looks like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though he knows it's a man. So he don't want nothing that looks like a woman.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
reason I asked
those
that,
are his words, not mine.
the reason I asked this, right, is because people that are part of that community, right, the LGBTQ community, right, some of them that are
Mm-hmm.
living in the truth, right, it's rare that they want to be changing their sexual, you know, output just to attract the what do you call it, the same sex, which is roughly males, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the man
Right.
is that he obviously will find some men that will take him on as a partner or mate, right? Now, and it goes to the
Mm-hmm.
quality that most men that are gay. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Fruity. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
let's keep it honest. I allow them to do it
Hey, we
because
grown
they
men.
cannot.
Let's keep it funky, man.
You get me good?
Yeah, yeah. So
All right.
let's keep it funky.
Yeah, yeah. Let's be honest. They do it is because they cannot attract the same sex. So what they do is they had to go by
Mm.
deception, lie, change. Come here, they said. You hear the stories. So I think I feel like no. You did it so you can get to track the same sex. If you're on married and you
Mm.
say you're in your truth, I'm a man that's gonna really look at you head to toe, want to give you a dick in the back of your backside.
Oh
Really,
man.
really, not many, right? So what's best thing to attract other males that and try a lot and coerce them? You gotta be a female. You gotta take these hormone shots, whatever that you call it. You had to go get surgery.
Blueprint.
Get
Yeah, blueprint.
yeah, get implants. Hell, it's even worse. They keep their equipment. That's even worse. Look
Mm.
at
The the
Eddie Winslow,
females.
Darius McQuarrie, and what's that other chick that transsexual man? What was it? Some star dude. I don't know who it is. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Darius McCray. You talking about the this person? They from Dallas, right? The transgender
Yeah,
stripper
I
from
don't know what
Dallas.
the first
Something
name
like
is,
that.
but Darius went out and spent the money and got him to remove his thing out. Got the surgery, get his thing cut off.
Mm.
Yeah, and people forgot to say if you're a person that is already confused sexually, getting your equipment removed will highly increase the rate of suicide.
Infection. Yes, yeah, suicide. Also, on the physical aspect, I've read. I was just actually reading something on Reddit where this transgender was talking about that when they did the reassignment surgery, the sexual reassignment surgery, he ended up having infections in the opening because that thing is supposed to be inserted in you until your pelvis and your the front part of your vulva or whatever that shit is supposed to stay open. So you got to leave that in there for
Yeah.
like months, and it's very painful. And also, them having to pee is very is they talking about it stings and all this other stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's a delusion,
Hmm.
you know. Um, yeah, man. It's yeah, you know. I just like that. You heard of Rachel Dolezal or something like that? The one that's the black white woman, the woman that said
You mean the white woman?
she's black. She went and got a tan. Yeah, she's a white woman. Yeah, she's a white black woman. I like how Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle said, I just want to have dinner with her and call her N word to her face. And see how she takes it.
Yeah.
And she's on the NAACP, not black at all. Her parents are both Caucasian. This woman that went and
Hmm.
got a tan and said that she's black. How did you
Okay.
genetically change yourself to be black? Rachel Dolezal or whatever her name is. That's disrespect. I'm a black person.
Yeah.
I'm a black person. You know? That's just like we had the BET like Dave Chappelle. And I'm quoting Dave Chappelle, right? I don't know if y'all seen this skit. And I love Dave Chappelle, man. And yeah, I will recommend y'all go watch this Dave Chappelle destroys woke culture. And that's another thing. This woke thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really ridiculous. And white people hijack that woke movement from black people being woke from religion and stuff like that, being conscious and aware of what we was taught and how we was treated and stuff like that. That's where the woke culture kind of it came from us, but white people hijacked it to make it something of their own. Now we got this gender dysphoria bullshit. We got all this stuff going on. Back to what Dave Chappelle was saying. Dave Chappelle said that if they had, because he was talking about Caitlyn Jenner and Bruce Jenner, he got woman of the year and never had a period. He got woman of the year and never menstruated. So that means to tell me this fake woman is better than every woman in the world. And I don't see how nobody was outraged about that. I guarantee I would be outraged if they say, well, we got N-word of the year and Eminem, and I'll be pissed off. Like, wait a minute, hold up. How did he get nigga of the year? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's really crazy, man. And like I said, man, we're in a costume world, man. We're in a delusional. We're in something. I don't know. I just call it then. We're in the twilight zone because there's no traditional family. The nuclear family is being destroyed. You know, they're trying to weaken men. They're trying to emasculate men, and that's why men are for the most part trying to be women. You know, and like I said earlier, my belief is they're trying to be women because it's hard being a man. It really is hard being us because we got to go to work every day. We got to support our families. We got to suffer in silence. Even if we're mad, we still got to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. Women are afforded the right to cry and complain and stuff like that. Men, we're not afforded that right to complain. You know, I'm a married man, and there's some things that my wife do that pisses me off, but I really don't say nothing because I'm a man and I'm supposed to just suck it up. But there's some things like, we come back at a later date and I'll address about it, but nobody looks at a woman funny when she cries and complains. But if a man cries and complains, oh, be a man, suck it up, blah, blah, blah. You know, like Dak said, I don't know if y'all heard the song, Be Like a Man. You know, I mean, I can't explain what it's like to be a man. I just hope you can understand what it's like being a man. I mean, it is a lonely road, and they don't care about how we feel. The only thing they care about is what we can provide. That's the life of a man. They don't care about our feelings. They don't care about what we can provide outside of a home. You know, we have the highest homeless rate. You know, we don't have any safety nets for us. Women got all the safety nets, most of the safety nets. Look at the court system. The court system favors women in court and divorces and child support. If a woman is homeless, she gets to go to a homeless shelter. They got women's shelter. They got homeless shelter for men too, but it's more men on the streets that's homeless than women. So is that why? Some of these men are transitioning to women because they want to get more rights? That's why I came to the conclusion. Most of these guys are probably transitioning because they said it's easier being a woman. You know? Mm-hmm. And I don't know what comedian started that, but he said, damn, I wish I could be a woman here. I ain't got to work. I can just sit at home all day and watch Friends and sip wine. Women are afforded that right to do that. And I'm a traditional man. I'm in a traditional relationship. I work. My woman, she stays at home. She works from home. She has her own business. She does her business from home. She don't have to come out here. I do. I'm risking my life day in and day out with a badge and a gun on and a bulletproof vest, hoping that each day ends in a good way and I go back home in one piece. My wife don't have to worry about this. So for you women out there that think it's hard being a woman, try being a man. Well, let me not say that. Let me not say that because it's going to contradict my argument. But yeah, this is another thing I want to bring up, Gary. There was this woman that was a feminist. I don't know if you heard about it. I forgot her name, but I'm gonna definitely look back into the story. Candace Owens brought this up. You know, shout out to Candace Owens, shout out to Charlotte Kirk, shout out to Ben Shapiro. You know, all the fighters of this, you know, this whack ass movement. But she said that there was a feminist that basically dressed herself up as a man, right? And she lived like a man for a whole month. You know, that woman ended up committing suicide because she said it's hard being a man. That woman ended up self-deleting. She ended up self-deleting herself. She pretended to be a man for a whole month. She said the dating aspect was hard. you know, having to get up and work every day. I mean, I wish she hadn't self-deleted herself. I wish she had just understood and not be a feminist no more, instead of just taking her own, just instead of self-deleting. That was a temporary problem for a temporary, you know, and she gave herself a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And my heart goes out to her family, her friends and family that, you know, that she did that. But women don't want to look at those type of stories.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this about her, and I commend her for this. She wanted to know what it was like to be a man, and she found out. She found out. So women can't say that the dating market is hard for them. No, what it is, the women that these women are choosing guys based on aesthetics. They want the guy that don't want them, but they'll turn down a guy. They'll friends on a guy that wants them and that will love them. So women don't realize they got it on easy. You know, they got it on easy. They don't have to get out here and work like we do. They don't have to get out here and risk our lives on construction sites, police departments, firefighters. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do that. So it goes back to my original point. I think that's why some of these men are transitioning to women, because they want the same rights and privileges as women.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for them to do that, they got to say, don't need it. Cut the penis off and say, don't need it. I'm a woman now. If I can, man, that's just like I said before, bringing up the race issue. If I can transition, if I can change my race to white, good credit and a cardigan sweater, shit, I would. If I can get a good bank loan. And I'm not saying all banks will deny black people loans, but, you know, for the most part, we see it. Like, you know, some of us don't have good credit or nothing like that. And I'm not saying all white people get good bank loans. So I don't want to throw that out there, because I don't want to do this. I don't want to play this victim card. We're not victims. You know what I'm saying? We play this victim. It's easy to play victim. It's easy to complain. It's easy to blame. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I had no other outlet. But that's what the left wants you to do. They'll try to tell people, black people specifically, the victim. You're trying to sell me my own oppression. And when you become a victim, you become your own oppressor, because you're basically looking at the world as you see yourself because of what you were told. So you become your own oppressor by playing the victim. I tell black people, man, stop playing the victim. You're not a victim. And the left would always spin it and twist up what we would say and stuff like that. Just like what they do with Donald Trump. They try to twist and spin stuff that he says, you know, and he still won. You know, I'm glad Trump won. And I know I'm probably going to make some black women mad. But black women got to understand, 78% of the vote for Kamala Harris was black men. Only 22% voted for Trump. 22% of black men voted for Trump. And Kamala Harris still didn't win. Why is that? Y'all want to blame black men, but you forgot, you're not blaming Asian men, you're not blaming white men, you're blaming us. Even though she had the majority of black men.
In their opinion, I'm going to tell you this, it's going to hurt. Because other groups of men, it shows and represent safety, comfort, belongingness, to be actually a woman. They don't get that same vibe feeling when they're around black men. You understand me?
Okay. Yeah, man, and it's sad, you know, the gender identity, identity politics, everything is based on identity, but nothing is based on truth. That's my sentiment on it. Everything is based on identity, but nothing is based on reality and truth. I hate when people say, I'm living my truth, but does your truth line up with reality? You know, you can be whatever you want to be, but don't try to force me to feed into your delusion as well. You know, I mean, I'm willing to take. You say we got people in the queue. If we got people in the queue, tell them they can come on up, man. We're in this together.
No, man, they don't want to call up, man. Let me see what time it is.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
We can go for 15, 20. Oh wait, who's this? Oh, I see the guy, the X-rated man is in the chat room. You can call up Mr. X-rated man. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What? Who?
The 3X man is on the 3X man on the phone. I mean on the chat room.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't know who that
You know
is.
it's triple X.
I don't know what it. Yeah, I know what triple X means, but I don't know who that is.
Big J. You heard Big J?
Who?
Big J.
Oh, Big J. Okay.
Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about. Who else who got a porn acronym called triple X? Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, man. It's been a while, man.
He's right in saying.
It's been a while, man.
He wrote in the chat room saying SBE. What the fuck? Oh, that's man weird. He's saying the SBE. You're referring to SBE. That's where your target point is. You're blaming women. He doesn't like it.
You gonna blame women?
Yeah.
How am I blaming women?
I have no idea. I'm not sure how long ago. I just not looking at the chat room. It is what it is, man.
I'm blaming women. I'm blaming women for what? Yeah.
I have no idea, bro. That's what he's saying in the chat room. I guess he didn't like it. He's talking about trans weirdos and black women and their choices.
Okay, so what am I actually blaming them for?
Maybe you could type it up in the chat room, Mr. Triple X. Maybe we want to hear this. You know, that would be helpful.
Tell him to come up, man. Cause
no. He's not calling. I doubt he's calling, and I don't really care if he really calls up. To be honest with you. But let's move forward.
I don't get it.
Because I'm not sure what's in the chat room. No one's saying nothing. One question I do want to ask you, Sankofa. Besides your own life, you know, because you went through that experience with these weirdos, have they ever attempt to get you, resign or anything like that because of your profession? Or I'm not sure if you were on the clock when this happened. In regards, they want you to refer to a he, she.
No, my chief was actually on my side. They said I did nothing wrong. So, I told my chief, and it never got to him. It never got to my chief, but I told my chief about it before it got to him. And he was like, he just sat there and laughed. He's like, what? My chief was like, what, dude? Come on, man. He said, he's a Republican. He's not a liberal. So my chief was like, okay. But he did say, he said, if they try to come with a lawsuit, they have no standing. So, you don't get sued just for hurting somebody's feelings. And I wasn't discriminating either. But the fact of the matter is, this trans woman demanded a man to open up the door for him because he identified as a woman. He demanded that happen. That's the thing. That's what led me to believe some of these men are transitioning to women because it's easier to be a woman.
Yeah, because they kind of tapped out, Sankofa. They are afraid of becoming what they are in nature, and that's a biological man. Because being a man is rough, it's tough. I can see why a lot of men that do two things. Either they do that to go through those procedures, those hormone shots and all that stuff, is to either to get success with a man that's pretty much straight or heterosexual. Let's be honest, because they're not looking for no man that's the same in mind thinking that is gay like them. They look for someone that's straight to fool. Because think about this. You hear some talk. They talk about say, well, I don't think he needs to know that I'm actually a man. I'm thinking, what? Are you risking your head to be
Not, I was in Tyler, Texas, man. Here's a story, man. Y'all can look this up too. It's where this look up Texas College shooting in Tyler, Texas. I think I was telling you about this a while back when it happened. I was doing security at Texas College, right? And so it was this cat from Longview. He's in prison right now. and he was dating this transgender from Lufkin. They was from Lufkin, Texas. So the transgender moved to Tyler to go to TJC, and the dude that was dating the transgender went to Texas College. So they've been dating for a while and stuff like that. So the night it was winter time. I think school was about to let out for Christmas. It was a week before Christmas or a few weeks before Christmas when it happened. I noticed that this youngster, he's from Longview, he's a good football player, kept going back and forth off campus, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? He left, and then we heard gunshots, and this is North Tyler, so we like, okay, this is North Tyler, this is a bunch of Crips over here. So we think it's just somebody popping off. So he comes walking back really fast, and I'm like, and I'm talking to my partner, I'm like, you see that man? Like, yeah. So I get off work, right? My apartment where I lived on Broadway was right down the street from where the shooting happened. So I take the other way home because I wanted to go get me something to eat. I went to Whataburger, and then I came up the other on Gentry Parkway and came up Broadway. I didn't go down the street, 24th Street, where the shooting happened. So as I'm driving, I see a car off in the ditch hit the light pole. So I called 911 and said, hey, do y'all know somebody that had a wreck over here? So Tyler PD shows up, and I did not know it was a dead person in there. It was a dead it was a transgender that got, deleted by this guy. I didn't know it was him at first. So watching the news and stuff, they found out who did it. And I'm like, that dude go to Texas College. He was dating a transgender. His claim was that he did not know that was a transgender. Yeah. You can actually go see this story on YouTube. This happened up the street from my apartment. So 4 gunshots. He shot her. He banged her and deleted her, and then walked back to the college.
Wow.
Yep, he ping and walked right back to the college. And yeah, man, and before I met my wife, I was on a dating app, POL, and a couple of transgenders tried to hit me up. I just blocked. I didn't want to say nothing to them. I just blocked them. And I'm like, this is sick. I said, this is fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I know. And I'm glad they said that they was transgender, because I ain't gonna lie, they did look like women, because they only took upper body, like from the chest up. And they said, yeah, I'm transgender, blah, blah, blah. I said, nah, I'm not interested. Block, delete. Nope.
Block, delete.
You still a man.
Instant block and delete.
You're still a man to me. You're not a woman. Because you dressed up as a woman. You're playing dress up. You're putting balloons in your shirt. And I know boys play around, play with kids. I remember my cousin TT, as his nickname. I ain't gonna get his real name out.
Mm-hmm.
He used to put on our grandmother's wigs. He used to put on our grandmother's wigs, and we used to go up balloons. He used to put balloons in his shirt, try to play like a woman. But I'm telling you, he is straight as a board. That man got 9 keys. So he's straight as a board, man. But I understand people when kids play dress up. I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, I put on high heels. Because I'm a kid, I didn't know no better, right? That don't mean I wanted to be a woman. I just thought I saw my mom wear high heels. I put on high heels. We all done it. We don't put on our mama's wig for the most part and stuff like that. But guess what? When I got caught, my uncle beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? My uncle made me do push-ups. I never put on a wig then. Never put on high heels then. When my uncle called me, he was in the military. You think I put on a wig after being in push-up position for almost an hour? Nope.
Okay.
We need to bring that back, man. We need to bring that back. But if my son was to say that, Dad, I feel like a girl, and I try to man him up, I can get in trouble for that. For raising my kids the right way, the way I know how, the way that aligns with reality. And this is why I don't talk to my mom no more. I just don't, because it's like I want my kids to have their own minds. I want them to be in line with reality.
I was like, you're way past your time here, right?
No, 11. Yeah, so
for that.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. I'm Sankofa. One thing. Hold on. I saw something in the chat. All right. One thing is to be clear. I let go and stop talk about these things about the homosexual agenda and homosexual these weirdos that want to change or reshape their identities. And the reason why I took on the stance to stop talking about it, okay, because my good friend Dawa, you know Dawa Yasser, right?
Oh man,
Um,
I think the internet was bad.
a few days ago, this marks his second anniversary. Well, it's been 2 years now since the mid to late November. He's been gone. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause he died around this month 2 years ago, right? And he devote
Right.
time and energy and wrote a book on this, right? You know. And one thing I noticed with our community, especially, we have no problem with it, especially black women. Black women will use it as a weapon towards heterosexual men to shame and chastise them, to use words and language, right? What by
Mm-hmm.
behind closed doors and behind, not well. I don't want to say behind. they have friends that are male friends that are gay. They let these males do their hair, nails, etc. You know me? You understand?
Right.
So personally, it's like I'm beyond talking about it because I've concluded that black people, especially black women, love homosexuality. They love it with a passion. They love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
You know? They'll love it more when a man upper goes at black men, a gay man goes at a straight man. They love it even more with a passion.
Yep. Like I said earlier, most of their hairdressers
Hmm.
are gay. Most of their best friends are gay. But see, this is the problem. I think this is another thing I want to put out
Oh,
there.
what's good,
A lot
Scarecrow?
of black women,
Hmm.
huh?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I would say a lot of black women want to girlfriend their man into their best friend. They want their boyfriend to be their girlfriend. And I think that's where the disconnect of the traditional family and the traditional relationship fall apart because they want a man to basically be their girlfriend too, and this is why they gravitate towards women on women. And when a woman says, "Oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna have experience in high school, oh yeah, good in college and all this stuff," but let a man say that he had a gay experience, oh, that's frowned upon.
Hmm.
But they'll go to Taiwan. They'll go to Taiwan's beauty shop and talk and sip wine while he do her hair, and
Hmm.
it's really weird, man. It's really weird. They use you guys. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'll be
Hmm.
back Friday. So
What about Friday?
yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm at the job, man. I'm in the I'm in
Okay,
the
okay. All right,
computer
all right,
room
all
right
right.
now. That's why I was able to do the show. But yeah, man, it's like they try to use gay as a shaming tactic when they are in support of gay shit.
Hmm.
Either you support it or you don't.
Hmm.
But see, that's their right mind. That's their right mind saying it's not okay to be gay. But then their left mind, the left side of their brain is saying, "Oh, it's okay to be gay. I'm
Okay,
gonna hang out with
we
Jason."
got a caller.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the line. Make sure your speakers
Mhm.
clear. Make sure everything is good. So first call open line. Car open line. Who's this?
So when you were wearing your bomb heels, like what would you do, bro? Were you in the mirror? Like what were you doing wearing your mom's heels?
Come again.
What did he say?
I
You
don't know
say
what you
you
said.
used
Wait,
to wear
say
your
it again.
mom. You say you used to wear your mom heels, right?
I said we all did it as little kids, like 5-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old.
Well, I didn't do
I
it.
didn't
Did you
say it as a
do it?
grown man. No, not me. I was talking about my cousin. I said
You said
if I
we
got
all
caught with a
did
wig
it.
and high heels on.
Wait,
I
was you
mean,
caught? Wait, you said your cousin got caught with a wig, or was it you?
no, it was him. I
Oh,
said if I had got caught with a wig and high heels on, my uncles would have made me do push-ups for over an hour. For real.
oh, well, I heard. Oh, okay.
I'm sure most boys in their like 4 or 5 years old probably doesn't play dress up. I was talking about the concept of dress up, not me particularly. I even said my cousin Tiki would put on a grandma's wig and put balloons in his chest and wear high heels. You know, I said if I had to got caught with that shit, I know my uncle would whoop my ass and probably make me do push-ups when he was in the military. But I mean, when you're 4 and 5, you'll see that dress up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't remember playing dress up though.
Well, I'm not gonna say okay. Well, I'm not gonna say all black men did it, but I'm pretty sure I witnessed my cousin do it, and that's why I say he got 9.
Hello?
I don't know what happened there.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
You know, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions about the topic, transgenderism?
No, I literally just called in. Topic. What is the topic?
What is a woman, and why are we allowing this delusion to be prevalent in the community, in the black community especially?
No, I'm
I mean, do you agree with men? Do you agree with men saying that they're women?
Do I agree with men saying that they're women?
Yeah, transition into women, like putting on lipstick and a wig and a thong and a dress and saying that they're women.
No. Biologically, they'll never be women. Not possible.
Gotcha. You know, like I said, a lot of people will agree with us, man. I mean, disagree with us, but they can't prove facts because, to me, saying that you feel like you're a woman is like somebody saying that they feel a spirit or something like that. It's all faith based. And I read some stories about men that detransition because of number one, the physical aspect, the harmful side effects of luprin, which is a hormone. They're chemically castrating young boys and young girls. They're chemically castrating them. They're doping boys up with estrogen because they say they feel like a woman. They're doping women up with testosterone and luprin to basically make them more manly. You know what I'm saying? So this is very dangerous. And those doctors that's doing this gender affirmation surgery need to be fired. They need to be boycotted. And if I knew who they were, I would sign a petition to get their license revoked because this is very harmful and it's dangerous.
Okay, well,
so to answer your question, let me ask a question.
No,
sir that called in. What's your name? Sir that called in? Who's this?
This is Anthony. That was my question. I thought he was saying that he used to wear his mom's heels. I heard wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, nah.
Okay, that's a little too
I'm glad
honest
he
right
was
there.
able to answer the question. I'm glad he was able to answer the question. All right, thank you. Anyone else that got to call in and forever hold your peace? You know the number is 717-908-1834, access code 917-324#. I repeat, 717-908-1834, access code 917-324#. And tonight's subject, what is a woman really? With many question marks.
Yeah, man. You know, I watched Pierce Morgan talk to a woman about, just a biological woman talking to Pierce Morgan, and he asked her, "Can I identify as a black lesbian?" And she said, "That's absurd." He said, "No, you already opened up the doors of absurdity. You know what I'm saying? You already opened up the absurdity door. Why is identifying yourself as something else limited to transgenderism? Why can't identify as like I said, a Ninja Turtle? You know, I go get Ninja Turtle surgery. I get a fake shell sewed onto my back, and the shell in the front, and I get to make it to where I can stick my head in to dodge punches and stuff, and inject my legs with some ooze. You remember Ninja Turtle Secret of the Ooze? People would look at me crazy, like, damn, that's a human in a Ninja Turtle costume. That's what they would say. They would think they're playing Halloween. And that's what most of these men are doing. They're playing Halloween year in, year out. This is Halloween. So for the women, the biological women, I'm not gonna say cis women. I'm gonna say for the women that are biologically women, for you to disagree with me and not say that this is disrespectful to women, it's misogyny against women, because like I said, these are biological men dressing up to look like you, and you don't have a problem with that. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. Not saying on business. I'm not with it. I don't care. You can call the police department, try to get me fired. I already talked to my chief about it. He's not with it either. You know what I'm saying? So if I see you out in the street and I have to arrest you and you say you're a woman, I'm not gonna believe you. You know, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I ain't hurt nobody. You say you're not hurting nobody by you being a woman? Well, I'm not hurting nobody by living in reality. You're hurting, and the reason why I can say those delusional motherfuckers that are saying that they women, that are saying that they women, you're hurting people by getting them by forcing them to make you see you as you see yourself, and we don't see you that way. Like I said earlier, do you give liposuction to a person that's anorexic? No. So why should you want to change? Why should you want to heal your mental disorder with chemicals or with gender affirmation surgery? Don't make sense. Don't make sense, man. I don't know. I don't know, G. So
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I just don't know, man. Let me see what's going on here. Let me check. It looks like no one else has anything to say on this, and I gave people enough time, and it looks like everybody's skedaddling. And some people that will write some in I guess chat room doesn't want to voice their opinion, and that's cool. That's cool, you know. Like I said, these are very uncomfortable conversations. I mean, I have no problem with this conversation, but I'm at a point that I got tired talking about it because I come to the conclusion that black women are the ones keeping these homosexual alley going around here, especially in the community. And now I can say it with a clear conscience. If you women did not accept it and really was discuss it and push it, you would not only participate, but you will not have entertain these people as friends. Cause where are they gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they going?
Yeah, man.
They need validation.
Yeah,
who's getting validation most? The black woman.
Yeah, man, and that's all you see. When you go to these clubs, you'll see them hanging out with gay men. At least one or two people in their circle is a gay dude. But want to call a man gay for not disagreeing or not letting them have their way. You must be gay. You don't like women. You hang with dudes that don't like women. What's the difference? The difference is I like women. He don't. And he's actually gay. But they will never say that in front of their homegirl. I mean, they boyfriend, which is a gay dude. They'll never say that. They'll never call a straight man gay in front of their homeboys to insult him. That's what I'm saying. It's delusion, man. Either you're for it or you're against it. You can't say you're against being gay, but then go hang with gay people, but use that as an insult on straight men. Or that's supposed to hurt my feelings because you think I'm gay. Just like I told this chick on Facebook, she said, "You must be gay." I said, "Okay, your hairdresser's gay. Your best friend is gay. Your brother probably gay." Oh, let's talk about marriages. I know we've been on for a minute. Do you know? And I'm pretty sure I think we talked about this before. Yeah. So, lesbian relationships. I just seen this stat, man. It has staggered to 72% divorce rate, 64% domestic violence rate. This year alone, I've been to 5 calls dealing with same-sex domestic violence, and these were all women, and they can get very, very brutal. And I might be on YouTube with an incident over at Elon Gardens. These two gay Hispanic women were fighting. I mean, dog fighting. She had bites on her inner thigh and stuff like that. You know, and and then you got this Queen Bee, whatever her name is, that's trying to dismantle the family, telling women that they don't have to live under a man's authority or whatever. She's a lesbian, and she's basically about the divide. This whole thing is about divide, and she's saying that men are too overbearing and this and that. Well, look at the. I wish I could bring a lady onto the show as well. I got to find out her information. She debated my uncle Charleston White, and she misquoted my uncle too on a video I saw today. Shout out to my brother EJ. You know what I'm saying? Let's restore the black nuclear family. But if men are so bad, why are these lesbians coming out saying they about to go back to men because they can't stand being with a woman? And I know you don't think some videos. There are several videos of lesbian women saying that they can't stand being with a woman. And this one black lesbian saying she understands what we go through now. She understands what men are saying. But we have to let them find out the hard way. So it's like some of these women, they take the 2% or 3% of heterosexual domestic violence, marriages and stuff like that, and try to make them the norm. A lot of these women are married to the Pookies and Ray Rays. They're not married to blue collar men like me and you, or like Tyrone. They're not married to guys like us. And when they get with a guy like us, we have standards and boundaries, and they call us controlling. But they're gonna end up with a Pookie and Ray Ray who's more controlling and don't have nothing going for themselves. So, ladies, let's stop the hypocrisy. Let's stop the filibustering. Let's stop all this shit. Go back to your nature. When you fight against nature, you will never win. You will never win, ladies. And that was my final thought.
All right.
That's my case.
All right, guys. I think that's it. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe to the Chaos Man channel. And like always, please leave a comment at the end of this. And give this video a like. Like I said, me and Sankofa will pop up out of the norm or out of the blue and have these conversations, which are controversial, but someone's had to talk about it. Other than that, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Like I said, we look forward to reading the comments. All right, but thank y'all for listening. Till next time, take care and good night.
Peace.